over the past 90 days, I replaced the brakes on my M550. I did the front and the rear, and then also did the rotors on the rear. So today we're breaking down exactly what BMW would have charged versus what I spent on doing the job at home by myself. And also we're gonna figure out, was it really worth it? It was, to me anyway. So let's get into it. So the biggest job was the rear brakes, placing the pads, the rotors, and the brake sensor. BMW wanted around $861 just to complete the job. But instead of taking it to the dealership, I ordered everything off RockAuto, and I only spent $203 getting all the parts, and taking care of it myself. So taking care of it myself, I saved around $660. And plus, now I know how to do it again in the future, so I can continue to save that money. Don't mind the wheel, it's a little dirty. It's been raining all week. So next we come to the front brakes. The dealership wanted to charge around $495 just to do the pads and the sensor. It was just a little bit cheaper because it did not have to replace the rotors, which would have made this a lot more expensive. But since I took care of myself and ordered the pads from RockAuto, I only paid $69.95. And fortunately, I bought two sensors when I purchased everything from the back, so I did not have to buy another sensor for the front. So that brings a total savings of $425 just by doing the front brakes by myself. Usually. Now, to keep the comparison fair, we do have to mention the tools. I spent about $150 getting things off Amazon to help complete the job. Things like the torque wrench, the sockets, the things to push the calipers back, screwdrivers, things like that. But still, even buying those things, I still saved a lot of money compared to everything. So let's add everything up. So first we'll break down what it would have cost to get everything completed at the dealer. So with the rear pads and rotors, that would have cost a total of $861.99 plus tax. And the front pads would have been $494.99 plus tax. So that would have brought the total to do the front pads and the rear pads and rotors would have been $1,356.98 plus tax. But on the flip side, the DIY cost for me doing the rear pads and rotors and brake sensor was $203. Doing the front pads was $69.96. The tools was $150. So that brought my total to $422.96. Crazy difference. So that brings my total savings to $934.02. Can't beat that. So yeah, it's wild. So even with buying the tools, I still saved over $930. Also, the next time I need to do pads, I can do it myself and save this and more, especially when I have to do the rotors for the front, because those are really expensive, especially from the dealership. And also, if you think about it, next time I don't have to buy the tools, so it will actually even be cheaper going forward in the future, especially when I have to do the brakes for this one here, so which I'm sure will be coming soon. Also, another advantage of upgrading the brakes outside of the dealership is that the OEM brakes produce a lot of brake dust. And with getting the ceramic brakes from RockAuto, it eliminates virtually all the brake dust. So if you check this out, I took my car to get clean, drove around all weekend, and then came back and checked the brakes 2 days later, and you can see the wheels are still clean. Versus I could go get my car wash and then come back home and the wheels are covered in brake dust. I think that is a great advantage to going with something other than the OEM pad. Just do your research and make sure you pick the right pads for your preference. So like I said, going forward, each brake job will just get cheaper from here, especially when you order your parts online. So was it worth spending 2 weekends in the garage to get it done? For me, absolutely yes, because I like getting hands-on sometimes. But some people may not have the time to do it, but I enjoyed it and got something out of it while saving money. But what about you? Would you rather spend a weekend in the garage getting it done, or would you just pay the dealership to avoid the hassle? Let me know. Drop it in the comments below. It's starting to rain, so I'm going to end it right here. But thank you guys for watching. Drop a like. Hit me in the comments if you have any questions about the G35 series. As you see, it is actually 2 in this garage, and I'm just here to help. especially for the M550 community, because we are really small. So if I can drop any knowledge for you guys to help you out along your journey, I would love it. So see you guys in the comments. Let me know if you need anything. And thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.